Hello and welcome to the Anfield Boot Room. Today coming exclusively and very singularly from a Novotel room on Broad Street, Birmingham. I'm in this very particular location due to work, and obviously I have nothing to do in the evening other than record Football Manager videos because, standard hashtag living my best life. I don't know. Right, right. Best kick off. As you can see today, we're playing the Community Shield game against Manchester United. They're a good side, managed by Massimo Allegri. I'll just punt through the transfers first and foremost. We've had this summer 38 players in, totaling 56 million quid. I'll just skim through them, see if any jump out at me. Obviously, all of them should have a lot of potential. Mike Williamson is a potentially good one. He's a very technical young Scot with some good potential. So we should be seeing something from him. I mean, a lot of these I'm just remembering as they're good players. Oh yeah, Borja Castro, £4.4 million. He's going to come in, hopefully be that thing where I had Strong Pete and he was really slow, and then I made him quick, and then the whole thing where Vachka's the next Strong Pete, and Vachka's was slow and now he's quick. You see what I'm thinking here, guys? I'm thinking Borja Castro, he's the next Vachka, or Strong Pete 3.0 or whatever, I don't know. So he's in the team. 4.4 million because that was his release clause. You've also got a 7.25 million in there because I don't know, some players just have weird release clauses. But yeah, that's Angel Alvarez. He's pretty good. He is pretty good. He's 5'8" and hilarious as hell. Also technical as hell. So that, I think that helps, and he's got very good potential. And he's a complete role model, which is a good personality to have. So lots of strong points. He's going to feature probably at some point as well. Bryce Mayasi in there, classic. Golatsevsky, something like that. He's again actually predicted to be unbelievable. He's mentally tough and resilient. I love this. These guys are so good. And all I have to do is nurture them and nudge them along and give them some appearances at the age of 16, and then they just suddenly explode. An expensive transfer here, 8.5 million for Juan David Restrepo. Colombian wonder kid, I seem to have overlooked. I should have obviously been onto him, but then he went to Monterrey for 600k. Did quite well there. Obviously, his average ratings from playing in like Colombia and Mexico have been really good. But basically, he's predicted to become great, world class even. And also, he relishes big matches. And I thought when I signed him, I thought the scout said that he was going to be consistent as well. So I thought, even if he's not going to hit that peak, he's going to be a really bloody useful player. And even if he's not going to be a really bloody useful player for me, he's going to be a bloody useful player for someone else. And he'll be worth, I approximate, £35 million. So I hope to look back on this video in, 4 to 5 years and either be proved right or proved right. But anyway, yeah, that's the standout fee, to be honest. A few others. I did try and pick up a few more, but I got a transfer ban put on me. Got an embargo placed. But yeah, that was short lived. And also, none of the players wanted to come to me because they were the type of players that come in and they've already been transferred. I.e., they're playing for Man United now, but they got caught out of like Portsmouth's academy, and so they don't want to talk to you straight away. But I'll get them next year. Don't you worry. So 56 million spent, 327 million pounds in, and that's in total outgoing transfers is 130 people. So as you can see, lots of loans. We sold Costin for £20 million. He is rubbish, not even vaguely worth £20 million. I don't know why Reading did that. lots of loans. Kind of low level, just getting rid of Deadwood basically. Another 20 million for Alexandre Zara. He's good but not great. Obviously at the age of 22 was never quite going to get there. I was impressed by his youth record, and yeah, bought him off the back of that. He did well for Leicester when they weren't getting relegated from the Sky Bet League One. Yeah, by the way, they're bottom of League Two now, and look. Hang on, scroll down. Yeah, there they are. I'm really trying my best. If you look at the Leicester squad, it is pumped full of as many. Those are all Liverpool players. As many Liverpool players as his league. And literally every foreign player there. Oh no, they have one American guy and a Welsh guy, and then all the random foreigners turn up from Liverpool and play straight away. But yeah, I really want Leicester to get promoted because they are not doing well. Right, so yeah, Zara went for 20 million. It's a cool 20 million. Dutch Andy, always had so much potential, never really grew into it. He's off to Tottenham, so that doesn't really matter. 12.5 million from Neil Allen. I think he is of our own academy there, so that's pretty good. He's a pretty good player. He may well go on to play for England, so that's pretty good. You can see there where I've tried to make him a central defensive midfielder, but not quite got there. So that's another 12 million. 30 in the bank for Tall Owusu. Man, he's tall. Man, he's got a good first touch for a centre back, but man, is he just average at tackling. And that kind of holds you back when you want to be an elite level centre back. But yes, Stoke, I'm more than happy to cough up. I'm pretty sure he's gone to. Yeah, he's been. I was just going to say, I'm pretty sure he's been at Stoke before. He's been there the last. Oh right, no. I mean, is that what's going on there? That he went and didn't play at all. He played a little. Okay, well, technically he's been there the last 3 seasons, but he did play a full season for Cagliari, so I reckon he's been there 2 full seasons. He might well be. No, he doesn't like Stoke. But one fun thing I saw in there: Fiorentina are purple because they are now a feeder club of mine. Because Inter cancelled their feeder club relationship because they reckon they're too good, and I was like, "Fuck you, man!" Basically. Okay, lots. Should be some familiar names popping out here that have gone on like Jaja, Dickelhuber, classic. Right, who else we got? We haven't really sold like Baramaki Marcel going out for low sums. A lot of people released. Oh, there are some big ones. Teletexter went out for 33 million. I just figured he's such a weird. He's like a winger who's absolutely stunning in the air, but like kind of crap at passing, has no vision whatsoever. I played him a bit, and I played him a bit last season. He is a Liverpool product. He did do all right because he is good at crossing. But yeah, he's big, strong, good at crossing. But then anything other than a cross, you're struggling, aren't you? He's not finishing. He's not passing. So unless he like chips it onto his own head, I don't really know. But 33 million. I punted that out and Bayern snapped it straight up. Mario Salvatore sold for 32.5 million. He is a fine central defensive midfielder. He's really good defensively. He's always in the right position. Mentally, he's pretty solid as well. Excuse me. But yeah, he was on loan there last season and did pretty well. Oh yeah, I should also introduce the fact that being in a Novotel hotel room, literally the guy said, "Oh, I've put you in a corner room. It'll be nice and quiet." So it's like literally the opposite end of the corridor from the lift, which if he'd asked me, I would have said, put me next to the lift, because the lift noise doesn't bother me, and walking really far down a bloody long corridor does. So in this, in inverted commas, quiet room, it turns out I actually have like an adjoining room, that like through an adjoining door that is obviously locked, but you know it carries sound through that door much easier than it would a wall, for instance. And so yeah, I've just got some like neighbours who appear to be a family of 3, a mum, a dad, and a child who I've just heard throughout the evening. doing their various whatevers. And yeah, so I'm a bit annoyed at this bloke. He's not only giving me a really long walk, he's giving me a not quiet room. And I'm sure they can hear me right now. I hope they don't speak English. So yeah, 30 million for Salvatore. He again, we played him in the team for a bit. He did all right, and then did really well on loan, but isn't as good as anyone else really. So what's the point? I also actually bought him. He's really travelled around Italy. Nice, good lad. Getting rid of some more people. 7 million one Ros, 18 million for Michelli. That's Ibar, Moneybags Ibar, who are newly tycooned and apparently one of the most reputable clubs in the world with 5 stars on reputation, alongside Bayern Munich and Real Madrid and not Liverpool. So fuck you, Ibar. 30 million for Lisandro Ramos. Had the opportunity. I signed him a long time ago, obviously, and thought he could be one of the best passers the game has ever seen. He's not quite got there. And he's just a fine central midfielder. Very creative, obviously, good long shots. Had the opportunity to go. He's played a fair number of games for his age. He's a good lad. Had the choice between Moneybags Estoril or Barcelona, and went for Estoril. So I can only presume that Barcelona offered him less money. I don't know, because why would they spend 30 million on someone unless they're going to play him? Who knows? Oscar Jimenez, we are sad to say goodbye to him because I kept trying to offer him a contract for about 3 years and he could never get a work permit, despite the fact he was obviously from the age of about 20 to 22. He has 13 under 21s caps. So I'm not really sure what that's about. So he had a year left in his contract, didn't really know what to do with him. So what I've done is I've sold him to Ibar, but we have a buyback, which isn't in this bit of the contract. But if I go to transfer, I can buy him back for 5 mil, and I sold him for 3.2, going up to 5. So I'm not making a loss. And if he gets really good in the next couple of years, I'll sign him back for 5 million, which is kind of decent. Lots more loans, getting rid of a bit more rubbish. Oh yeah, Miguel Lopez, I did intend to send him out on loan. But basically no one wanted to bloody load him. And because of this thing right here, I knew I was going to sell him anyway. He's good. He's good. He always played well for me. I think he's a homegrown product. Went on loan to Fulham, did pretty well. Went on loan to Tottenham, did even better. And hence he's worth 28 million. So, that was all right. Bit less than I would have liked to sell him for, but, that's fine considering. So, yeah, some other good loans there, like Edgardo, Dr. Foster, and the like. Steve Childs, who once scored a Messi-esque number of goals for me in 2 starts and 8 goals. Absolute genius. He's obviously, again, been pretty good. Still no England caps. God damn you. Andre Flashbash, who's still England manager. Anyway, so that's the transfers. How's it compared to last year? 107 million we spent last year, which is quite a lot more, really. What did we do? What's that about? 24 million there, I suppose. That's pretty sizable. Any other? Oh, is it going to be that 12? Yeah, 12 million for Zola. Okay, fair play. And 163 million out. Oh, okay, so that's more. That's good than previous year. Okay, similar. All right, good. Okay, happy with that then. I don't want to not become the richest club in the world anymore. That would be really rubbish. Right, so that leaves the squad looking a bit like this. I'll just take a quick jump through it. Obviously, our best 2 goalies, we've got Wesley, who's unbelievable. He's very, very good. And Jorn Deckers, who is, if anything, as good. Unfortunately, in the under 21s, we do have. Oh, no, not that one. We have Turkish Bay, who's really good. Oh, someone wants him. Oh, well, go away on loan, man. Come on. No one wants him on loan, and I don't know why. It's very confusing. Amazing defenders: Emperor Nero, George Alagaya, Dirty Sanchez. Should probably organise this by value. And Strong Pete. Eugene Donet's backing up now that Sewell sodded off. And we've got Vachka, Castro, and Eder is my to-be retiree. I'm just going to keep him there. He's got another 4 years on his contract, and then he will retire, and I will maybe birth a son. For some reason, oh yeah, big teams still want him. It would make sense to sell him, but I'm not going to, because he's my backup, and he's just going to sit there and get older and retire. So shush, Eder, shush. I might re-nickname him Old Man Eder. Edit nickname. Old Man Eder. Old Man Eder. Yeah, I'm going insane apparently. So defensive midfield, we've got Hoyos has risen to the top. He is the wheat, not the chaff. Supported by Wonton Gill, backed up by Pogba, who is getting older, and Adolfo, who is absolutely quality. He is so good. Physically, absolutely immense. Mentally, a giant of the game. And solid technical stats as well. So, yeah, even if he is injury prone, he's still bloody brilliant. The young guns here, so this is how Vachka is looking these days. He's really good in the air, and he's just getting that bit quicker and that bit better defending. At the age of 21, he's going to be real good. Bertie Sade is another one I'm trying to improve, as is Ballardini. I see 1-ton Gill in him. Yeah, so he should be good mentally. I'm loving those. But he's 17 and he's got like that little clump there accompanying his physical ability. Should be real good. But yeah, so that's defensive midfield. Attacking midfield. Still, we're sticking with this team. Is kind of I've created my world class stars, and they're kind of getting older. So you can see that the kind of the class of 10 years ago is genuinely coming through. So we've got Heskey, Milton, Vladimir, supported by Samir, Bossy or Bosi is up there now. He's a really good player. He's a great all rounder apart from in the air. So he's like physical. He's pretty quick. He's great mentally. If he was better at passing, then he'd be definitely a centre attacking midfielder. If he was better at crossing, he'd be like definitely a winger. If he was better at finishing, he'd definitely be a striker. But he's kind of just all of them. But he is very good and plays very well. So, actually 13 starts, 8 goals, 5 assists. And though 15 starts, 15 goals, they will be from a variety of positions as well. Andre Luiz is kind of my best winger now because he's lightning quick, great at dribbling, both footed, which makes him terrifying when he runs at people. And he's also smart and can, actually pass to people and stuff, so that's always helpful. Zeluiz and the like backing him up. Giacomo Miranda is another person I'm trying to loan out. Someone wants him, but I'm betting it's for transfer. Rubbish. Because he's already homegrown. At the age of 19, he's already homegrown because we played him a lot in previous years. He went on over to Valencia, did really well. So why no one wants him? I just don't know. I don't get it. So squad progs, as in squad projects, in case anyone has a leaky memory. We've still got Peter Connor here, 17 years of age. Very nicely well-rounded. I think he's going to be an attacking midfielder, but I don't want to, rule out the possibility that he's going to be an awesome striker. I think he's going to be awesome regardless because physically he is great. Technically, he's got some good peaks of heading, dribbling, marking, maybe not. But then, kind of mentally, he's pretty good as well. So, and his little report says he's going to be awesome, but injury prone and dreading of big matches. So I'm hoping that's going to kind of ease off. What am I? Oh yeah, Ariste Mvila is supposedly going to be a very, very good right winger. So he's got unbelievable potential, relishes big matches, consistent performer. This is the kind of player I like. So he's going to get some games, believe it or not. Oh yeah, Mike Williamson you've already seen, and the retiring Memphis has a couple of years in his contract still. He's technically, like, attackingly and visionally great. Physically, he's on the decline. I mean, mentally, he's still a giant of the game. And I think he's got to be like a. Oh, he was a legendary winger. He's gone turn to experienced winger because he's getting a bit worse. But there we are. I'm sure that's probably happened to Pogba as well now. Yeah, experienced midfielder. Right, strikers. Apparently, Ricardo Esparza worth more than Juan Arrillaga, who's won Best Player of the Year about 1,000,000 times. So we've got Arrillaga there. He's brilliant. We've got Esparza, who is technically very good, not the fastest or the best in the air, but man, is he clinical. Emiliano Heskey could play up front. I've been analysing this because he is beastly. I mean, he is beastly. Look at him. Look at the man. He started out with a finishing level, I think it was 5, and I said I need to get that finishing up, and now it is just another one of his suite of amazing skills. Basically, he is going to play on the right wing because he's better than all our other right wingers, and also if you compare him to his pal and mine, Tall Nick, Tall Nick is like a better in the air, more technical and better at finishing version of him. So you need obviously more pace on the wing, more physicality, and he's got that there. So they're complementing each other, I feel. So that's Tall Nick, as you've seen. Unsworth I'm trying to loan out because he's become homegrown now, and he needs to lose his fairly inconsistent performer. Even though everyone thinks he's world class, I'm not sure he is world class. Let's just, leave that there for now. He's very quick. We can say that for him. And he's good in the air. He's good at long shooting. He's decent at passing. Okay, he's actually really good. He's a good, well-rounded player. We've bought in Mattia Sonzogni. He's been on loan for about 1,000,000 years. He's never actually come into the team, but last season he scored 33 goals in 56 games, which is rather good. Season before that he scored 30 and 44. So yeah, he's obviously, you've got there's improvement there, and I'm wondering if he's going to be the kind of replacement for Origi, basically, because he's quick, solid physically, great at finishing, pretty good in the air, good at long shots. Actually compared to Unsworth, it's like a more consistent version of Unsworth because I'm pretty sure he enjoys big matches and is fairly consistent. So there we go. Origi is kind of dwindling. His mental powers stay great as ever. His finishing and his composure remains rock solid. But yeah, he's not going to be a starter. He's on the bench. Joaquim Zola is coming along nicely. Look at him. He's so well-rounded. It's great. Technical stats, mental stats, physical stats. At the age of 17, all look like that. He doesn't have any weaknesses. He's maybe a bit slow. That's it. He's got great determination, great work rate, can play anywhere up the middle for some reason. So he is going to be awesome. So he's my squad prog, primarily. I obviously also have an under-21s that is absolutely packed with talent. The potential ratings of the under-21s is where I tend to put the more elite lads. So these basically all have the potential to be world class, and there's like essentially hundreds of them. The under-18s is a bit more patchy. So yeah, but a good clump of them are going to be very, very good as well. So obviously there'll be some leg breaks, there'll be some dodginess. Someone will get depressed, and someone will want to leave their career as a footballer. But that's how it is, isn't it? Right. So we've covered the squad, covered the youngsters at great length. My apologies. Should we delve into a game? Let's give you something to actually look at, shall we? So 44 games against Man United. They've won 7. We've drawn 5, and I've won 32. So not bad. They've got a new signing. This guy, Marc Léon. He's okay. He's quick and he's good at finishing. So he could score goals. They bought him for 33 million, rising to something insane. So it's so weird that Celta bought him off Barcelona. Don't get that. And he instantly went on to score loads of goals in the league that Barcelona play in. So I don't really get Barcelona anymore. They've got some other. They've still got Asensio. Asensio's great. Albert, he's got good long shots. He's a good midfielder. He's okay. Lucky Deladler. Still a funny name. And I don't know what the defense is going to be like. It's okay. Oh, there's the Chinese guy that I sold him 1 million years ago. Right, so everyone I want to play is fit. Looking good. Let's go win the Community Shield. Fingers crossed. So Doug Weston reckons Liverpool are going to edge this game, which is great. Had to speak to the team to remind them not to get excited. I think the players need to feel the same passion as the supporters. Use that to help them win. Yeah, let's kill them. We could win. There we go. Okay, so they've packed the midfield. I mean, that's weird that they've got a midfielder called Darren Gibson. Oh, Dale Gibson, nearly. But it's also weird that they're playing him. But, you know, this is not, I guess, this is not their most major of events. I'm not going to go in hard on Dale Gibson. It's probably his debut because Man Utd do crazy stuff like that. Oh yeah, they've also bought Ricardo Kishner, who's been at Barcelona for 1 million years. He's now old, and I nearly signed him maybe 12 years ago. It's a bit weird that I can now set all my vaguely anal club settings basically off the top of my head now. You know, I for instance know that Johnny Banyos is a great attacking midfielder, also because he was on the books at Liverpool. Prada is decent. And quick winger. Roland is okay. He's not anything to write home about. And the other guys are alright. Let's just leave them alone. So, have they still got De Gea in goal? Wow, amazing. Yeah, let's do the fans. Because we hate Man United, so, you know. Come on, let's get in there, lads. Everyone's fit. I do a shorter pre-season now. Because I realise that half the time half my lads have played in some international tournament. Let's just check. Extended highlights, jolly good. Half the time my lads have played in some international tournament and they come into pre-season already in great shape / knackered / injured. So if I make a 6-week pre-season, there's really no point. Half of them won't turn up anyway. So I just make it like a month or like less than a month. Give some of them extended leave. So that resulted in some of my players. Oh, this is a good chance. Oh, great save. Some of my players not being fit. So a few days ago, I did a good friendly with the under-21s. It was very interesting to see my style of play reflected by worse players. It actually worked pretty well. They defended decently and created some nice chances. So I was quite pleased with the chances they created. Obviously, we won something like 7-0 because I was warming up these world-class players against a bunch of 17-year-olds. So the game's just kind of clocking on. We seem to be having the best of it. They're only hitting us on the break, but with that striker, they could hit us on the break, or we could hit them on the break. Oh, and we've hit them on the break, kind of. It's like a counter break. Suquan apparently had something wrong going on there, so we'll delight in seeing that. Tall Nick passes it through to Arrillaga. Richardson, Suquan slide tackles Richardson, and in the ensuing chaos, Tall Nick comes through, following up his earlier pass and just slots it in, while De Gea just stands there puzzled. Great, okay, 1-0 up. Lovely job. Tall Nick, smash it in, mate. Strong Pete does actually have a pretty good scoring record. Oh, well done, Emperor. Emperor Nero. I forget that these are supposed to actually be funny names. I'm too used to them now. Like Tall Nick, Strong Pete, Emperor Nero, George Alagaya. Basically my whole team. Oh, this is a decent little spell play for them. Asensio, can he do anything? Not. Whoa, what? Oh, right, okay. I thought Wesley just kind of pushed it for some reason out. But no, that's fine. Good header. Emiliano Heskey doing the defensive work as well. Drogba-esque. Oh, Tall Nick. Oh, went through him like they weren't there. Yikes. Oh, he's starting the season well. And literally just ran past this guy like he wasn't there. Yep. And then just toe poked it past De Gea. Because De Gea was probably terrified, this 6'7" man bearing down on him. Okay, so this is going quite nicely, really. Oh, there's an injury there, but it's not for us, so that's fine. Oh, Emiliano Heskey. That's not really your bag, is it, mate? Long shots. 2-0 up at half time. Oh, well, let's not speak too soon. Could be 3. Way. No, but seriously. Well done, George. Doing your job. Tall Nick, that physical presence, but also with the technicality to hold up the ball and then take on 3 players. Standard stuff. Oh, if he hit that in, that would have been a hat trick, a first half hat trick, and they all would have been different. One very technical, one scrappy, and one perler. I don't think we're having the vast majority of play here. Oh, unlucky. Tornick trying to be unselfish because he's already on 2 goals. Well, really, I didn't put any young players on the bench, so I can't really bring anyone on for the experience. I'm just going to say, don't let your levels drop, and that you're pretty good, and hopefully everyone will be pretty happy. I'll just take them off as they get tired because obviously we've got, and we'll include in this video, the European Super Cup as well. So looking forward to that, which is in a few days' time, I think. Hoyos, what are you doing with it? Losing it. Oh, they brought on Ibanez. Have they gone 2 up front? Let's have a quick check. Opposition, yes, they've gone 2 up front. So let's take that off. Leon. Who did they take off? Dale Gibson. Okay, so they took off their crap midfielder, and they're just decided to play their good team now. Which, I mean, at 2-0 down is a bit, you could argue, too little too late, depending on how it goes. So we'll see. We're just buggering about with it in the middle of the park at the minute as I try to get comfortable. Tall Nick got the wrong side of Sue there, but couldn't make it pay. Oh, that was almost a very straightforward free kick routine. Man United still not had a shot on target. Touchwood. Don't want to curse it, but we're doing pretty well. Oh, very nice play from Tall Nick there, using his delicate feet on his ridiculously large frame. Through from Vladimiros. That's a good ball to start off with. Tall Nick attracts the players and plays it through to Arrillaga, who regularly, as Fernando Torres in his pomp, scores a good goal. So 3-0 up. Excellent. I would say I will wait till maybe 55 minutes and see if anyone's tired. Start resting people. Oh, dearie me. Great stuff. Emiliano Heskey across to Milton. He sees that ball. Milton, the player's drawn to him, just squares it to Tall Nick, who's standing there basically on the penalty spot, and smashes it in. Oh, they're falling apart now. They can't even take a kick off, Man United. They're terrified. They're shaking. Allegri on the bench is going mental at them. Milton. Oh, if that had gone in, that would have been the icing on the cake. Milton, former Man United youth recruit. They can't even get their foot on the ball. They can't hold us up. We're like a train. Alagaya lays one on for Tall Nick. It's 5. Is that his hat trick? Was that his 4th goal? Hey, Jesus. So Arrillaga does what Arrillaga does. Great through ball. Tall Nick just kind of seemed to get to toe poke it. I don't know quite what's going on there. Well, now Tall Nick's got 4. I am going to take him off. I'm going to put on Esparza. And Vladimiros, he's a bit tired, so let's bring on Samir. Samir is coming back from injury, so that's fine. We'll ease him into play. Looks like the next one to take off is Hoyos. Go on, Hoyos, bang it, mate. Oh, he's not Pogba. That's the one thing. Pogba would have banged that and maybe hit the bar. Right, nice bit of head tennis in the middle. Great defensive solidity there. Samir taking it out. Arrillaga's going to do his job. Now just keep the ball. Oh, Arrillaga's gone all the way. Heskey. Oh, good cross. Of course, One Gil cannot finish because that is literally what he can't do. That's the one thing that he's not good at. Oh, that was a weird reverse ball there, if anyone spotted that. Oh, Leon, they've still not had a shot on target, which is hilarious. Let's just see this, and then we'll see who's injured and or not. Great bit of interplay here. Oh, if only something could have come of that. Right, let's have a little look as they take off Su Kwang, who has had the right run around today. Hoyos is the most tired, so let's take him off and put Adolfo on. That'll do, to be honest. I don't need to twiddle those positions around. They're just doing real good. Right, Esparza taking the corner. It's a bit like Harry Kane taking a corner, considering he's one of the technical and most finishingly best players in the squad. He's taking the corner. I should probably tweak that. Although, I mean, I want to do it before the next game, but I don't want to do it on camera because it'll just take a bit too long and it'll be even more boring than the stuff that I think isn't boring. Seeing who's best in my squad at taking corners. Oh, that was so delightful. We've had 5 clear-cut chances. Scored 5 goals. De Gea, in all fairness to him, has saved that's another one saved. He's saved something in the order of 12 shots now. So he must be getting old, surely. His powers must be fading, but apparently not. Well, I mean, he has conceded 5, so let's not go too crazy on the guy. Oh, Man United. Your investment is okay. They've not done any terrible investment for a while. Oh, and they've had some quite good youth players, some of whom I've even allowed them to keep. God, it's just all us. Go on, Heskey, get a goal. Oh, lucky me. Alagaya getting an unnecessary yellow card, probably. So this is the thing. So that my class of 2017 from 10 years ago, who are now all world beaters. Well, not all of them, obviously. Some of them have passed by the wayside, and I get a notification every now and then that I've been given, 10 grand of a deal worth $1.5 million, as some player that I sold literally 10 years ago has moved on again, and I'm being given credit for bringing them through, which always makes me chuckle. Every little helps. But yeah, the ones that did make it through are now world beaters themselves, who in a couple of years I'm going to have to manage into retirement. Passionate, enjoy your success. Assertive, you are very good. You are very good. And you know what? Strikers, pretty much very good. So everyone should be pretty happy. Tornik, obviously a stand-up performer there. Glad through the attacking midfield and strikers were getting a lot of assists. That's nice. Subs did average, to be honest. Man United did not get a shot on target, despite having half the possession. See, that just... I mean, I play a ridiculous formation, but it doesn't need possession. I can even have less possession and still win, a lot. So Tornik, I'm gonna have a word with him as well about being amazing. But yeah, we won the Community Shield again. That's 8 years in a row, and then we've been in the final for the last kind of 9 years, 10 years nearly. Been involved in it quite a lot since my takeover, because it's one of the easier ones to win, I think. So run of consecutive victories over Man United. I'm pleased. What else can I say? It's rumoured that Milton's leaving. No, he's not. Tornik's goal was great. Yes, it was. And Guido Host was great. Yes, he was. Done. Fans go mental. Great. Tornik, I can't believe he's 28. It seems like just yesterday that I bought him. It's just as well I bloody bought him, because I dismissed him initially as some sort of weird... Obviously, he wasn't as good as this, but some sort of weird freak who'd never quite make it and was initially a left winger for some reason. I was like, what the hell? He went to Ajax and didn't really score any goals, but I saw his potential. I saw his potential. I eased him into the role of striker, and then one season, he's got, I love it. 7 starts, 7 goals, and I'm like, no, this kid's good. 29 starts, 44 goals. Absolutely insane. Right, I've already been going on for so long. I think this video may be a record. And then he got injured, but he's been pretty banging ever since, to be honest. Last season he was great, and he's got off to a great start this season. So, let the good times roll. And he's not even that quick, so I don't think he'll be like that badly affected by being, he could be like a Messi or Ronaldo. When he's 32, he could still be banging in a ton of goals. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, to be honest, because obviously they'll be good enough, but it depends if I've got someone better, I suppose. Right, so just flicking through this. Tornik breaks the goal scoring record, previously held by Mario Balotelli. Nice. No offers of Turkish, but he's so good, you idiots. Diego Simeone wants to go to Barcelona. I mean, he's been at Bayern for ages, hasn't he? Achievements. Oh. Alright, so within the game, he's been at Atletico Madrid and Bayern for, wow, okay, for like nearly as many years as me. Wow, that's unbelievable. I mean, oh God, just seeing some of these names, some of the players that I buy him for 700k, he goes out on 1 million loans until he gets sold for 30 million quid, and then he plays 10 games, gets bought for 9 quid, plays 20 games, get 9 quid, 9 million quid, gets bought again. But like, there's been crazier ones. I saw one the other day where actually I'll just search it briefly, even though this is a rabbit hole. Olivier Pouget, who I never bought, for the record. He was never quite good enough. He did really well at Derby. Well, actually, he'd say did really well. He didn't do that well. He got picked up big by PSG, who then sold him to Man City, and he did okay for a year, who then did him an exchange deal with Madrid, who sold him to Arsenal for 7 million. And then he's played okay for Arsenal, and Madrid bought him back for 7 million. That is a mental career, and he's played at some of the biggest clubs in the world, oddly, without actually being. He's okay. He played for me for when I was France manager, and he was fine. But yeah, no more rabbit holes like that. I could. Oh, I'm tempted to check how long we've been recording for while it's loading, but I feel that way madness lies. Let's just go with it, lads. I'm gonna have a quick drink because I'm getting increasingly husky as well. So do excuse me. Samuel Adai has turned professional. He's technically rather genius. Oh, that's a shame. Real problem with injuries. So, I didn't want to miss out just in case he was going to be the best player ever. He could well develop to be one of the best finishers in the entire game. Or he could just break his leg multiple times over. We'll have to see. Right, nearly there. Facing AC Milan. Millwall. This is so odd. Millwall signed Man City's Stephen Coulker. He's really good at defending. Christ, he's good at defending. 101 England caps for Stephen Coulker. Whereas in real life, obvious unflappable. Well, in real life, highly flappable. Reached the height of the game and then just beggared it, basically. I did think about signing him once, but that was many years ago. Let's carry on, shall we? Right, choose Liverpool captain. I think probably, actually, if I just check the old. I mean, Juan Aralaga probably definitely is captain. Yeah, he's great, brilliant. But I mean, Pogba. Where's Pogba on this list? He's okay, but I don't think he's going to play as much. Vladimiros, can we trust Vladimiros? Is he I mean, what's his personality like? Resilient. That's pretty good. Does he like Liverpool? No, but he likes me. Hmm. Who else could there be? Sanchez is not a starter. Gill. He's what's his personality? It's going to be like fairly sporting, useless man. Um. Oh, I suppose Pogba. What's his personality? Resilient. Oh, resilient as well. Okay. I reckon Vladimiros. Vladimiros should. Hey, he's near the top of the list, so let's do that. Let's do that. Let's make it Vladimiros. And Pogba can't be that pissed, because he's near the top of the list. Which I've found that this list generally dictates if you select someone near the bottom, the squad will be quite pissed off. Or Man Utd down the bottom. But if you pick someone high up, it generally corresponds with respecting the squad, because you didn't see Memphis up there with kind of leadership or determination or anything, but he's got a high amount of respect in the squad, so that's why he's high. Right, confirm that. Lovely job. Ooh, someone's complained on social media. That's a laugh, isn't it? At Jekko Park. That's hilarious. The Olgak. He was quite good. I thought he'd got that weird bump that some players get where they just kind of get unbelievably good. There's someone at PSG who he's 17 and somehow has like 20 on pace, 20 acceleration, and 19 on dribbling, and did not have that last time I scouted him. So I thought he'd got a similar bump, but he's not really improved since his bump, which was when he was about 17. Yeah, AC Milan did really well, because if we look at what happened there, they had 3 players on loan from me, all of whom did really, really well. So they won the Europa League. And Anselmi Ballardini, there you go. But now they've put Titio Jean, Luis Benitez, who used to play for me, and this guy who I think might be real. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, different guy. Yeah, so I don't think they're going to be as good because I've stolen a lot of their best players. Obviously, their best player is okay. Their 2 best players are formerly my players, as well as some guy I nearly signed, some guy I scouted once, and a former right back of mine, Big John, who I sold them 1,000,000 years ago, 26 million. To be fair to them, that is great value. Been on loan at all of my current feeder clubs for some reason. Never did he ever actually play for Liverpool? Never played for Liverpool, but earned me 20 million quid. And I mean, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Let's not lie. Right. Blah blah blah. Lay down a marker. Yeah, it's good. It's a spectacle. Yeah, it's good. Do you want to win it? Yeah. God, fucking the press conferences. I think I've got too used to them after a long, long time. I've seen just about every question. I think that must be the problem, because I've seen and I'm bored of every question. There aren't any interesting ones. Right, Ziga takes Barcelona because he was at Juve, was he? Yeah, former Juventus. So now who will Juve get? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I was having a look through. Oh, key player. See, I tell you what, I'm going to do. I'm going to accept that because he needs to go out on loan. Really, I thought he was going to be unbelievable at one point, and he's not quite. Malang Jassy. Sampdoria want Huda on loan. Oh yeah, this is another one of my squad progs. To be fair, great looking defensive midfielder, but obviously he's not a defensive midfielder yet. So he's chilling out in the under-21s until he can be a defensive midfielder. I picked him up. I mean, look at those mental stats again for an 18-year-old. Physical beast, mental beast, technical getting there, but he can tackle like an absolute god. Picked him up late from Ajax. Again, I don't know how I miss these players. It's really frustrating that the scouts just don't get it. Oh, does it? Yeah, I kind of want to get one in. No, it's okay. Let's not damage his shoulder. So Ziga takes Barcelona. I wonder, can I see who's odds on to get this job somehow? Not really. Harry Kane's the vice captain. Holgach is just the same. France, they're all basically all players I'm aware of. His return to training. Wow, what a! I wonder if I put a bid in. I did this a while ago. I unsettled him. I think maybe like 3 years ago, but it didn't really work. Oh, so many stories I could tell. Honestly, just from even a team of the week. Marzocchi, once bought by Chelsea for £23 million. Then they realised he was crap, so they loaned him out to League One. Atlanta laughing their way to the bank there. Absolutely weird because Atlanta weren't even playing him. He was on loan somewhere else. Insanity. But let's not get distracted. Yeah, there's been. I was going to say there's been no one who's had a good summer, particularly. Chelsea haven't. Chelsea are a spent force. They're no good. Tell you who are very good. Manchester City. Let's just have a quick dip into. So Arsenal have got Pep, and they are signing fairly average people for average prices. Manchester City have got John Terry, and they are signing lots of people. I mean, I don't know who he is. He's okay. But yeah, Marcelo José, who used to play for me, then used to play for Arsenal, then he's been around basically. He's been around and not been particularly good since he played at Reading, but he's okay. They've signed Vincenzo Trotta. I don't get it with this guy. He's solid, yeah, fine. He's not particularly quick. He's not the best finisher. He's not great in the air. He's like good in the air but no good at jumping, and he's not very tall. He's not great at dribbling. He's not like the smartest guy. He's okay at everything. And yet, I sold him for 25 million. And I thought I was laughing. He then went on to score loads of goals, which obviously made me not laugh, but that's fine. It's an investment Real Madrid invested. And now he's gone for even more money. So I look forward to him coming to the Prem and being thoroughly average. I've got Goncalo, who's pretty good. I don't know why they spent 15 million on this guy. He's fine. But yeah, to add to all their other bloody players, they're doing pretty well. Who are the other team? Chelsea are basically rubbish. They're not even doing anything anymore. And like kind of the movers and the shakers like Stoke and Derby, which is just mad. Man United, see if they've done any business that's more interesting. No, pretty much not at all. Spurs were good at one point, but I think that's now they've got Brennan Rodgers, so obviously they're rubbish. Yeah. Newcastle, they signed someone, didn't they? Oh yeah, they signed this guy. Anyway, let's. Oh God, I got so distracted. I'm so sorry. Right. Let's have a look at our team. Wesley did great, so let's keep him where he is. I'm going to go ahead and give Dirty Sanchez the left berth, give him the right, and give Donetz the bench. That's fine. Is everyone fine? One-time Gill. Is he tired technically? No, he's match fit. Fine. Good. In the midfield, anyone tired? Ali Samir is, but he's coming back from injury, so he needs to play anyway. And up front, we've got. That's about it, really, isn't it? Cool. Right, so hopefully, same again, lads. That's what we're looking at here. AC Milan. I've showed you the highlights of their team. They're okay. Armando Ilana is fine. I think I once got £34 million for him. Having bought him for 650k a bit before. God, it makes me laugh. Uche Hopkins, who has been BBC Radio Merseyside for quite a long time. He thinks it's going to go to penalties. He should be biased towards Liverpool, but whatever. Yeah, it'll be fine. Right, who have they got? They've got the next generation Josie Altidore, Jean-Jacques Altidore. the striker that Josie was meant to be. 108 caps for the US, 77 goals. I had to look at him. Of course I did, but he's not great. No, as the rest of these guys, I'm not massively familiar with them, I'm not going to lie. So you've got Diego Aguiar, he's okay. Luis Casano, oh yeah, we looked at him previously. Dezan is great. Blin used to play for me when I was France. He used to play for me. He used to be in the squad when I was France boss. He's okay. Let's not go in hard on him because he's a bit old. Armando Ilana, is he that creative? He's a bit creative. So let's smash him. Americo Ferreira. Isn't that Ugly Betty? Americo Ferreira. Ezequiel Pinto, he's pretty decent. Big John, and the only at centre back joined by this guy. I'm not going to the Gelatian. The only non-Argentinian member of the Copa America Dream Team this year, as Argentina went on to absolutely smash it. Luis Benitez, formerly of this parish, bought for 1.4, sold for 15, sold then on for 8.75. Palhinha's pretty decent, and I believe also two-footed. Yep. Al-Nuni, I don't know because he's crap. I don't know him either because he's very average. But let's smash him anyway, just in case he comes on. Nunari, rings a bell. Okay, he's a decent centre back. But don't need to do anything to him. And Simbana, he is good actually. Yeah, he's like some Ecuadorian wonder kid or something. Ecuadorian and wonder kid. Just in case anyone, by the length of this video, thinks I need my mental facilities checked. They're in place. I'm just using them for the wrong thing. It's fine. For the fans doesn't work against AC Milan, unfortunately. No strong feelings amongst the play base. But I've cheered them up with the personalised team talk, so that's good. Right, here we go. Dezan has all the technical abilities to be the best midfielder in the world. Unfortunately, he's built like a tank, so he just kind of tanks around the midfield. Arrillaga, have some of that. 30, I was about 36, 37 seconds in. Oh, it's unbelievable, Jeff. Great tackle by Blin, but he's tackled it onto Arrillaga, who just steps past his man. If you just see, that's his man. That's his man there, still just confused as to what's happened, and Arrillaga's busy slotting the ball past the keeper, who actually, I didn't check their keeper. I want to check their keeper now. Let's pause it. Just because they had Turkish Bay in when they won the Europa League, I'm suspecting if this guy played more than 4 games last season, they would not have won the Europa League. But there we are. That's the effect that I can have. That's the Hamburger magic. Get 3 players on loan from me, you start to win things. I take them away again, and I'm thinking you're not going to win the European Super Cup. I mean, touch wood again, because I'm only 1-0 up. But we're only 3 minutes in, so that's fair, right? It's very strange the fact. This could go in. Oh, he's still out of position. Oh, he's not anymore. Damn. Cross it in. Tall Nick's in there. Oh, Milton at the back post nearly scored. What was I going to say? Crap. Don't know. Okay, pass. Here we go. No, it's going well. Tall Nick goes for an absolute worldie. Doesn't do it. I'm desperately trying to remember what I was going to say. Damn it, man. Oh, Dezan. He could score from there, plausibly. Go on, Arrillaga. You've got him on the break, mate. Tall Nick's in there. Tall Nick. Oh, better cross was needed. Josie Altidore 2.0 has the ball. Great stop there. Dezan. Oh, Dezan can do it. We know he can do it. Just because he happened to be standing there at the time. Come on, we've got to be winning those headers still, Nick. What are you doing? Wonton Gil uses mobility. Arrillaga exploits this fullback. I mean, and then just runs off the pitch a bit. What a weird guy. Come on, we need to get hold of this ball, lads. Yes, Alagaya. Tornik, what can he do? Oh, nearly. So a spirited start, I would say. AC Milan show they've got a bit about them. But, not too much. Oh, doesn't strike that cleanly. If it's going to be that kind of game, mate, come on. Score 4 in one game and then spaz a load wide in the second game. Allegedly consistent Tolnik. We'll see. We'll see. They've got a decent setup, They're all right. Then I don't think they've got quite the depth. Like, if they pass it out to their left back and their left back is more like a centre back, he can't dribble, so he doesn't do anything exciting with the ball. Whereas all of my players are pretty much designed to be in those positions, so he doesn't know what to do. Whereas Dizan always knows what to do, apart from there where he gave the ball away. Ops. Which is why he doesn't play for me. Standard stuff. Oh, it's well out from Big John, really. Tornik has another go, and he's not quite getting there. It's been 25 minutes, and he keeps bloody shooting. It's a big battle between Tornik and Big John. Throw Strong Pete in there, and you. Oh man. Oh, Alagaya, unlucky, mates. Decent save from the little Norwegian lad. Dirty Sanchez trying to get in there, make things dirty. Arrilaga. I need to stop getting confused between my star striker and my star centre back for a start. Hoyos. Oh, Arrilaga with a flick on. Can you even cross, mate? What's wrong with you? Alright, they're doing it right. Can they work it through, or are they just going to get stuck again? Go on, get him. Get the ball. Oh, that was a shot. Oh, they've had one shot on target. Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was the chance that Wesley saved. Yeah, good stuff. Right. Oh, we just always look so potentially devastating in attack. I always think we're going to score. Like from set pieces as well, we got some tall players. We got some players who can bang it in. I mean, no one's doing that right now, but fine. Someone should just try to bang, attempted bang. Hang on, that sounds bad. Vladimir Ross do some magic. Oh, there we go. Yes, please. Emiliano Heskey, first goal of the season. It's a scrappy one, but it was a good build-up. It was a good build. Allow the build-up. Vladimir Ross flicked it through. Arrilaga did a trick, had a shot, and then Heskey used his superior physicality and technique to come through and score. I'm conscious this video has gone on for quite some time now, but I'm alone in my hotel room. I don't have anything else to do. I don't think there's anything on TV. And oddly, Novotel has such a weird selection of channels. It doesn't have ITV4, which I could have watched the Audi Cup final between Tottenham and like Bayern Munich or someone. It does have Al Jazeera, which I kind of guess it's kind of vaguely. Oh, that was an actual good chance for them. Vaguely driven by the demographics in the locality. I don't know, but yeah, just have proper channels. Novotel, what are you doing? Right, so Tornik's not having a great game. I'm tempted to take him off, but I tell you what, I'll give him a bit of patience. Right, and he's been suitably cheered, so that's good for a start. We're 2-0 up, so I don't need to make drastic changes, do I? And Arrilaga is currently starring, so maybe there can only be one star. I like it myself when they score and assist loads for each other. That makes me happy because it's like they're pals. Like John Green, other ball than John Green. They love each other and they love our team. It's like Juan Arrilaga and Tornik. They both speak Spanish. There's enough to. They both speak Spanish. They both score loads of goals. There's enough to bond over. That would have been another wide shot by Tornik. He needs to get his head in the game, and potentially heading into the game, please. All right, Blin is doing a fairly decent job as just a destroyer in that midfield. Tornik, get in the box. Why are you in the box, mate? It's all very well not having a good game, but if you're not in the box, you're not going to score a goal, are you? Apart from when you do those pile drivers. See, Aralaga knows. Aralaga's in the box. Oh, was that top bins? Off the underside of the bar, it was a thunder bastard. Oh, lovely stuff, Aralaga. I thought he'd done wrong here by taking it back to Hoyos, but Hoyos. Oh, that is top bins, mate. Tornik, get a grip. Right, bomb this into Tornik. Oh, bomb this into Tornik. No. Bomb. No, we don't really have the ball anymore. Yeah, Milton, run all the way down the line and then bomb into Tornik. I'm fed up now seeing all this delicate interplay. I want to see a big old cross and Tornik to just head it in. Oh, Sanchez nearly does it. Right, 60 minutes. Let's have a little looky. They're about to make a sub. I'm going to make a sub too. I'm going to take off Tornik and Vladimiros because they're doing rubbish. Bring on Ali Samir because he needs the practice. And Esparza because he needs the practice. There we go. And then we'll just take off whoever's tired in a bit. Esparza, see, he's got magic in him, Esparza. Not as much though. You know, he's like not as tall and not as technically able. Right, let's do the last little sub. Managing the game over 3-0 up, so there's not you know too much going on, to be honest. Who might need to be saved? I think Hoyos probably, because he's really good. Vitzing and Adolfo can come in. I've actually done very similar substitutions to last time, which makes me suspiciously Sarri-like. But I'm doing a bit better than Sarri, so it's fine. Can we make something here? Not quite. 75 minutes gone. They've had one shot on target. Go on, Esparza. Go on, Esparza. Oh, nearly snuck that in. Or maybe caused no goal, not really sure. Man, we've had a lot of corners. We've not taken advantage of our corners, maybe because of the presence of Big John. How many corners have we had? 13. Christ alive. Big John's just winning everything in there. Oh, that would have been absolutely delightful. Right, a lot of build up. Let's get a good quality ball in, shall we, lads? Okay, we're not quite. I suppose we haven't got the. I've taken out the aerial presence for a finishing presence, so we can't. Oh, that guy's not bad though. Arilaga. Oh my god, man. Oh dear. Well, that's. I mean, does that count? It was a fine goal by Liverpool, but I'm pretty sure the finish was a deflection. He just passed it down the middle. It hits it. It's got to hit someone. Yeah, there you go. One-ton Gill. Those are the ones he scores. He put like the fist pump from him because it means so much. Oh dear me, funny stuff. Right, defense, solid stuff. We're what 4-0 up. It's pretty good. It's been a good final. I've enjoyed this one, as I especially enjoyed the other one, to be honest. One Aralaga, absolutely run 'em ragged. 2 assists, 1 goal. Goals from midfield this time, which is quite nice. Both the defensive midfielders got goals. Hoyos with an absolute peach. One-ton Gill with an absolute shitter, to be honest. Right, let's go passionate again, because you can say, enjoy these moments. You deserve it. Very good. Oh, what if I say really good? Oh, well, they're not massively impressed. Wow, because I guess they're already superbly motivated, so, you know. Surprisingly, even Aralaga's not really having a bit of a grump. Fine. I mean, he's a superbly motivated grump, so that's fine. Let's just go to the aftermath of this. Can do a little press conference, I'm sure. Jordan Cousins ruled out, former Charlton player, still knocking about. Liverpool lift the Euro Super Cup, great. I don't know how many of them we will have won in a row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Weird. Yeah, Marseille won the Champions League and then couldn't get the Super Cup. Stupid people. Stupid. I won my first one after like 7 years, is it? 7 years in control. Nice. We do the double. We've already done the double. 2 games into the season. Oh no, Zola. Okay, good. He's just bruised his rib. I want to play him a lot this season because he's going to get properly friggin' awesome, I think. He's already on 35 grand a week because I had to sign him for 12 million at the age of like 15. Oh dear. He's worth it though, he's worth it. Happy supporters sang songs of praise. Happy supporters watched songs of praise as they sang manager Sam Bamberger. Oh god, I'm a funny guy. Yeah, Italy looking at someone Spetim Lamaj or Lamai, obviously. Oh, there wasn't even a press conference. Fine. Great. Yeah, Aralaga, he did some good dribbling. He wasn't as clinical as before, but we signed him for 1.7 million. See, if I'm going above about 1.2 for a young player, you expect them to be like bloody good, right? And I knew at that moment where he went to Charlton and became like favourite personnel, and then went to Burnley and became favourite personnel. He's just a what a player. I can't remember if I ever thought I had the next Messi or Ronaldo on my hands. I can't really remember that. I might revisit some previous videos just to see if he was in about the squad, but what was I thinking? What was I saying about him? Because he's a class act. He's an all-rounder. I mean, like if you compare him to like Trotter, who we were talking about a little while ago. Oh, he's not on my recently viewed list. But yeah, Vincenzo Trotter's worth 47 million plus. I mean, yeah, Aralaga's got him at every single thing. He's much better than him. It's like he's a kid and he's an adult. Anyway, we finish on the competitions tab as we always do, and I finish at great length after as I always do. So thank you very much for sticking with me. As you can see there, we're the winner of the Super Cup, and we're the winner of the Community Shield, and that is great. I hope you've appreciated the level of depth and the breadth and the tangents and everything else. But it's bye-bye from the boot room. All right, bye guys.